Yo, what is up, everyone? How's it going? By your request, today, we're gonna do a candy bar tier list so I can put you all in your place and you know what's up, because my opinion is fact. So let's do it. First on our list, and as you can see, we've got the lists going from all the way from S, being the best, all the way down to complete trash. So there's a lot of room here. So first off, we got Three Musketeers. I say out of all of just the basic chocolate candy bars, that Three Musketeers is like one, probably it's top tier. It's one of the best. Now, I wouldn't say it was the best, so I'm gonna throw that in A for the time being. It's light, it's fluffy. There's no hard, crunchy shit in it that you could, I don't know, break a tooth or choke on. So I say it's an easy A for me. All right, next up we've got Airheads. Now, I feel like Airheads, that's not something like a 20-year-old, 30-year-old person is going to probably buy and eat. That's more of like a child's thing. I personally haven't had an Airhead probably 10 years. So I think most of the charm of this whole thing is the fact that it looks like a tongue. So it's not really that pleasant to eat. You can just, I don't know, use it as some kind of comedic prop more than anything. So I think that's a fair D for if we're going by strictly taste and enjoyment. All right, next we've got a Heath bar. Now, I imagine about the only people who know even what a Heath bar is are probably above the age of 40. They're not great. There's nothing really special about them. They're old people candy. Should I make another tier? Should we make a tier specifically for old people candy? I have added a row. We now have a row for old people candy. And Heath bar will be placed firmly in the old people category. Yeah. All right, next up we've got Pop Rocks, which I feel it kind of goes with the Airhead type situation. Nobody above the age of 25 is gonna be buying freaking Pop Rocks and eating them. They're more for the entertainment factor than anything else, just like the Airheads. Except I say they suck even more than Airheads. So I'm gonna throw those firmly in an F. All right, next up we've got a plain, just regular, basic Hershey bar. There's nothing. I mean, it's just plain milk chocolate. You can't dislike it. That's just how it is. It's just chocolate. So I mean, I feel like you can't put it anything other than an A, because I feel A is where all the solid shit should go, and then everything that like goes above and beyond to be amazing, that's what will go in S. All right, and then on the other end of the spectrum, we got Tootsie Rolls, which is a little turd log that thinks and tries to be chocolate, but fails miserably and tastes like death. But I would still eat a Tootsie Roll before Pop Rocks. I'm just saying. Or should we put this in old people territory? That's kind of an old people candy, but at the same time, I don't imagine there's a lot of old people that could eat that without their teeth falling out. So I think D is fair. All right, next up we got Sour Patch Kids. Any sour candy automatically gets points deducted immediately for being sour. Sour candy sucks. Don't at me. It's a fact, and you know it. It's not good. Anybody who thinks it is good is wrong. Sour Patch can be firmly placed in the complete trash section. All right, next up we've got Swedish Fish. I don't quite understand why Swedish Fish exists. I don't understand the point of it. They're not that good. They're kind of like, they're gummy, but they're like hard and weird, and they're just, I feel like that's kind of, they're just not good. They're just not good. I think those can go down with Pop Rocks, honestly. Fuck them. All right, next up here, we've got Nerds. Now, Nerds fits under the same category as Airheads and Pop Rocks, but I can still enjoy some freaking Nerds. They taste good. They're neat because they're small little rock things. They come in little tiny little boxes. I think they're pretty cool. I think they taste good. I'm gonna put them one step above Airheads and give them a nice C. All right, next up we got Dots. You know, I actually forgot Dots existed. I feel like this is also an old people food or candy. I mean, just look at the box. The box looks like it was made in 1946. Now, at the same time, I mean, if an old person has, you know, fake teeth, I don't know how easily they would be able to eat Dots, because it's basically like chewing rubber cement. But regardless, I say that goes into the old people category for sure. All right, next up we got Ring Pops. Ring Pops is also one of those ones like Nerds, Airheads, Pop Rocks, whatever. They're more, it's less good than it is something that just provides entertainment, I guess, because it has its own, you know, you wear it on your finger, it looks like a ring, you know. But I will say, suckers are dope, and that's basically what it is. So I'm gonna throw that in C, because it's definitely above Airheads, definitely above Pop Rocks. But I don't know. I think I would enjoy some Nerds just about as much as I would enjoy some Ring Pops. All right, next up we got Milk Duds. Now Milk Duds is another one of those that I classify as like, it's like eating rubber cement, except this rubber cement is covered in chocolate. Now this is another one that I kind of feel is kind of an old person candy, honestly. But I would imagine an old person would have some trouble eating something so cement-like. So I would put it in the F, but more I think about it, as unpleasant as it is to eat Milk Duds, they taste way better than Swedish Fish. And they are kind of, they taste better than a Tootsie Roll, for sure. But I think D is a good spot for Milk Duds. I think that's nice. Twizzlers. This is one of those candies that, like, you know, you as a kid you see the commercials for. Their commercials were insane. You know, then like other kids at school would have them. They'd buy them and eat them, and it's just like, those are cool. I want some of those. And then you try them and you're like, what the fuck is this? This is terrible. Why would somebody make something so fucking sad? And then you never eat them again. And then like time goes on. You're like, you know what? Maybe I'll try Twizzlers again. Maybe they'll taste good this time. So you get some Twizzlers again. You eat them, and you're like, holy crap, this is the most depressing thing I've ever put in my mouth. Get it away from me now. So that's easily a complete trash. All right, now we got a Toblerone. Toblerone is a cool one because it tastes like Milk Duds, but it's not painful to enjoy and eat. It's soft, and you can break it off into little pieces, and each little piece is shaped like a freaking triangle, dude. It doesn't get much cooler than that. I'm just saying. I think we've got our first B. All right, now we got Sweet Tarts. Sweet Tarts is a weird one because it's technically sour candy. You know where sour candy goes, right in the trash. But I do find these are a bit more enjoyable than regular sour candy, because they're not quite that sour, but yeah. Now, I think Sweet Tarts are probably more enjoyable than Swedish Fish, but I don't imagine they're more enjoyable than Nerds or Ring Pops. So I think D is a good spot for that. All right, now we've got regular plain M&Ms, just the chocolate M&Ms. They're kind of like the Hershey bar. They're just chocolate, man. They're just chocolate. Like how do you can't fuck up chocolate. It's just chocolate. Just easy A. It doesn't strive to be anything amazing, but being that it's just chocolate, it's just fine. It's good. It's, yeah. All right, and now we've got its older brother, the peanut M&Ms. Now, peanut M&Ms are great if you like regular M&Ms, but you also want to hate yourself. So you get all of the enjoyment of regular chocolate, but interrupted by a fucking peanut that could have just been used. You could have taken the damn peanut out and filled that empty void with more chocolate. So I don't understand why anybody would buy such a thing. C. All right, next up we got Skittles, just regular plain Skittles. Skittles is also something I've not had in a long time. Now, Skittles, I would say, would kind of be a more younger candy, but at the same time, they got some weird, like, almost adult-like advertising going on. So I feel like this is kind of like both sides of the spectrum type deal, you know? I would definitely say, out of all of the fruit type of candy, Skittles is the best of that. And I would definitely take Skittles over anything in tier C. So I think B is a good spot for plain Skittles. All right, now we got sour Skittles. You know, I was gonna say something bad about sour Skittles because this is sour candy, and sour candy is not good. But no, I'm just kidding. They suck. Fuck sour Skittles. Trash. All right, we got some Whoppers. Now Whoppers they're okay, I guess. I feel like those are one of those things you don't really buy outside of like a movie theater. They're just chocolate covered malt balls. I mean, but at the same time, I don't think Whoppers are as enjoyable as eating a Three Musketeers or a Hershey bar or having some regular M&Ms. I think B. I think B is a nice place for Whoppers. All right, now we've got Warheads. Now, Warheads, I'm going to make an exception for as far as the sour candies go. Warheads they're not really supposed to be good. They're not supposed to be enjoyable. They're meant to torture the person eating them. That's their purpose. And I feel like because of that, they can't go in the last tier here, because these awful candies obviously try to be good, but fail because they suck. Whereas Warheads, it has some entertainment value to it. So because of that, I think F is a good spot for that. Just on entertainment value alone. Have you seen the amount of YouTube videos of people eating like 100 of them until their freaking tongues bleed? That's entertainment. Now we've got Gobstoppers. Now Gobstoppers is one of those other like child-oriented things, really. I haven't had one in probably 20 years, but I do remember as a child, I choked on one. I didn't die, obviously, because you know I'm alive, but I feel like that's gonna knock down some points because it brings back bad memories. So I'm gonna put that in the D. It's not quite an F. I mean, I would still have a Gobstopper over some Swedish Fish or a Warhead, but we're definitely knocking off some points for being life-threatening. All right, now we got Starburst. Starburst is basically a Skittle except pounded down into like flat square cubes. I mean, they're good. Now, are they as good or are they worse than Skittles is the question. I think B is a safe spot for that. Because I don't know if I can make that decision. They're both pretty similar-ish. So we'll put them in the B. All right, next we've got Snickers. The classic Snickers bar that everybody knows. They have all the weird commercials and whatnot and all of that. I feel like when I think of just a candy bar, Snickers is the first thing that comes to mind. It's kind of like a staple thing, you know? But out of all of like the chocolate candy bars that strive to be more or extra or do more than just a regular plain Hershey's bar, I feel like Snickers is one of the shittier ones, if I'm being completely honest. But I don't want to knock it down too far, because it's not that it's not enjoyable, it's just not as good as other things. So I think B is safe. I think that's a safe spot. Now, on the other hand, we've got Milky Way. Milky Way is kind of similar-ish to a Snickers in the fact that it's like the same shape, it's in like the same freaking packaging. It's another chocolate bar that strives to be more or better than Hershey's. Now, it's definitely better than a Snickers, but I don't think it is worthy of S rating. So I think A is a safe spot for that. All right, now we've got Crunch Bar. This is where things are going to get interesting, all right? A Crunch Bar is just a basic chocolate bar, but it does the bare minimum to strive to be something better, to be greater. It's just a regular chocolate bar with crunchy stuff in it. And to me, that simplicity, that just little thing makes it just a notch higher than a regular Hershey bar. So I think I think a Crunch Bar is worthy of our first S. Next up, we have Almond Joy. I don't know why there's joy in the name. There's no joy being had by eating one. It's literally coconut covered in chocolate with an almond on it. I mean, like, what? Why bother? Like, why would somebody make such a horrendous thing? It's sad. And Almond Joys are sad, is what they are. So they go into the F category for sad. Next up is Twix. This is kind of a weird one. I'm not quite sure why it exists in the way that it does. It's split into 2 small pieces. I guess if you wanted to share with somebody, but why would you want to do something like that? Just chocolate covered nougat. It is what it is. I would say that's A is good for that. There's nothing really bad about it. There's nothing really special about it. It's definitely better than a Snickers, but it's definitely not as good as a Crunch Bar. That's a fact. All right, now we've got Lemon Heads. Lemon Heads. This is a fun one. I freaking love Lemon Heads. They're technically a sour candy, but there's something about them. They're not that weird, like, they're not covered in that fucking gross ass soury sugar shit that just gets all over your hands and everything else. They're more of a cleaner, easier thing to eat, and they don't taste like overly fruity afterwards, you know? They taste like lemons. Lemons are supposed to be sour. They're just fine, you know? I mean, I don't know. This one a B or a C? All right, I'm gonna put it in a C because I don't think I can enjoy Lemon Heads as much as like a Starburst or something, you know? All right, now we got a Kit Kat. Kit Kat is another thing that's just like, it's just chocolate covered wafer things. It's not really anything special. It's not bad. There's literally no negatives to it whatsoever, but it's just unexciting. Just like a Hershey bar, just like regular M&Ms, Three Musketeer, Twix. They're all good, solid candy bars, but lack having any specialness to them. All right, now it's time for Butterfinger. Butterfinger is easily, without a doubt, the best candy bar that you can buy in America, and that is a fact. There is nothing better than a Butterfinger, and then every single other form of Butterfinger is just as good, if not better, than a Butterfinger. They're all amazing. Anybody who says otherwise is wrong and should be thrown in a dungeon for 3 weeks with no food or water, and that is a fact. S. Big S. If I could put a rank higher than S, I would put Butterfinger above Crunch Bar. All right, now we've got Jolly Ranchers. Out of all of the like hard candy that you suck on for long periods of time, Jolly Ranchers is easily the best. They have the best tasting. All their flavors are amazing. They are great. It is the best hard candy, easily, without a doubt. But is it worthy of an S? I say yes. I think Jolly Ranchers is a solid S rank. It's just the best. No other hard candy can compare. All right, now we're getting down to the last 2 here. Next up is Reese's. Now I know what you're thinking. Reese's, oh my God, they're amazing. They're my favorite. They're the best ever. Wrong. You're wrong. You know why you're wrong? Because you are. It is literally like fake, gross, chalky, almost peanut butter substance lodged inside of some kind of chocolate soft shell. It is sadness is what it is. It's like having peanut butter and chocolate, but not getting that. It's a lie. Reese's is a lie, and it is sad, and it's depressing. And anybody who enjoys them, shame. Shame on you. Shame. D. Right now! Alright, and now, to finish everything off, we've got the illustrious candy corn, which is obviously something that everybody enjoys. There's nothing unenjoyable about candy corn. It is filled with flavor. It is colorful. You can buy 10-pound bags of it at once for like $3. I mean, it doesn't get any better than candy corn, dude. Who doesn't have like a bowl that they just throw candy corn and leave on the table during the Halloween months and whatnot? Everybody does it. And if you don't, well, then you're probably weird, okay? I'm just saying. So, it's candy corn, dude. It's candy corn. Technically, candy corn is old people, but I think candy corn is something everybody can collectively enjoy together. It unifies people of all ages. And I think that belongs in an S. It's older. It's lasted through all the times, dude. It's older than dirt. Everybody enjoys it. It's just, it is. S is the only place that it belongs. And that's it. So what do you think? What do you think of our candy tier list here? Obviously, if you think that it is wrong, well then you're wrong, because I'm right and your opinion is wrong. So this is just how it is. And yeah. Thanks for watching. Well, that's gonna be the end of the video. If you enjoy the video, be sure to drop a like and sub if you've not done so. If you're new around here, we stream on Twitch every weekday starting at 5 p.m. Eastern time, so be sure to follow that link up above there. And if you want to check out some more videos, there's one over here. There's one over there. And I'll catch you next time.